Touchdown.
We're here. Welcome, everybody. This is the No Politics Podcast, the most dope, the most real, the most must-listen wrestling /sports/music/ whatever the fuck we want, but mostly wrestling podcast in the whole podcast motherfucking world. And I am one half of the team, Faking No Moves, and I'm here as always with my co-host,
Working Genius.
And I know we've been away for a couple weeks, but we're back like we never left. We got a lot to talk about. We got Wrestlemania 33 a couple days away. And I know, I hope everyone else out there listening, but I know I am hype as motherfucking shit for this fucking Wrestlemania. So I hope you motherfuckers are hype too.
No, I'm kidding. This is big time. This is one of the best parts of the year for wrestling fans, if not the greatest part. I like the Royal Rumble as well. Like I fuck with that too.
Of
so,
course.
But WrestleMania is just as big, if not bigger, to most people. But I'm excited for a few weeks. We weren't around. You said a couple weeks. We was gone for like 12 days, maybe. I think it felt longer than it actually was.
Yeah.
But the reason being was because, personally, I just felt like there wasn't too much to talk about. Everything stayed pretty consistent. We got the roads. It's the last few weeks. Everything is just kind of, killing time till you get to Mania.
Yeah.
And we were at Raw, not this past week, but the week before at Barclays.
At Brooklyn.
So,
yeah,
I
man.
don't know if y'all checked in and saw our live Instagram live then, but we recorded some shit during that. But we're finally back, ready to talk about this Mania card, and maybe even some NXT Takeover. We
of course, yeah.
As well.
We got to talk about that. Not only that, Friday's the Hall of Fame, so we could touch on that a little bit. We've already talked about most of the inductees. But this is a big weekend. We got Hall of Fame, NXT, and then WrestleMania. WrestleMania, like I've been saying since the podcast started, is gonna be motherfucking 10 fucking hours. So there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, we were also there in Brooklyn. That shit was fucking dope. We had hell of a time. It was so fun. And like you said, it's been maybe 12 days we haven't did a podcast, and it probably feels longer than it's actually been. But we were away, and we got to watch the pieces fall into place for Mania, which that's why this episode is going to be off the fucking chain, because we finally know what the card's looking like and what the matches are looking like. So without further ado, I mean, what can I say? How do you feel about how things have shaped up for WrestleMania? What are your thoughts?
I like a lot of it, and some of it, I'm like, oh man, like AJ and Shane, I don't love it. Here's the thing about a lot of these matches as well is that they were spoiled ahead of time.
Yeah,
a lot of them were. So AJ and Shane, I wasn't looking forward to that for a while. Did I buy into it? It's hard for me to say. Like I'm not like super high. Like to me, AJ Styles obviously he better win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always felt like AJ deserved more. Strowman ends up in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like,
which for weeks I've been saying he better not fucking end up in that Battle Royal, bro. I was campaigning for Roman Reigns or Strowman going into Mania, and I was saying, Taker really doesn't need to go up against Roman. Like, what's the point? Like, have him go up against Cena. But as we all knew, Roman is getting Undertaker, and that left Strowman with nothing, and now he's in the Battle Royal.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just there's some things that I feel like they just totally missed on. You can't have Strowman. And it almost brings me back, and it makes me even more upset. What was the last big match Strowman was in? Oh, losing to Reigns, clean,
which I predicted.
and now he's in fucking the Andre the Giant battle. Like, come on, like that's the thing. That's why people hate Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Just like people hated Cena. It's a momentum stopper. Like, okay, so let's use Strowman's undefeated, streak. Let's have Reigns beat him clean so that Reigns could seem formidable for Taker. And like you built someone up so big to like say, here, Reigns, beat him so that you look better. Like, that's the problem. Is that like people fucking love Strowman. I love Strowman.
Yeah.
People were buying into his character. People love him.
Even in Brooklyn.
Yeah, man. And like that he's relegated to fucking fight in the Andre Giant. And that's no disrespect to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but like if they made it a bigger thing, I think I spoke to you about this recently. If they made it a bigger thing from the beginning, then maybe it would be something intriguing. But it's not a thing. It's like something they just put on the kickoff show.
I have a question.
It's just,
what's worse, Strowman being relegated to the Battle Royal? What's worse, that or the fact that the whole tag division for SmackDown was relegated to the Battle Royal? I think the tag division.
No. Strowman is worse because Strowman actually has some damn clout. Strowman has some he actually has an argument to make backstage if someone like asked Strowman, how do you feel about the Andre the Giant? It fuck, I'm in that after I was just built up so huge to be this monster, and now I'm in so it's Strowman is worse because he's more of a significant character, whereas the SmackDown tag title division, the reason it seems fucked up is because it's all of them and it's more people, and it's like, damn, nothing for the division.
Yeah.
But a lot of those teams in those divisions haven't been even built well, so so worse is Strowman. I love the question though.
Yeah, but for me, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. As much as I wanted to see Strowman versus Roman, I love what the fuck Roman and Undertaker been doing. I'm not gonna jump into that right away, but what I will say about Strowman now is last year there was rumors of him going up against Brock Lesnar, and we were like, hell fucking no, it's too early. This guy's fucking can't do nothing in that ring yet. Now he's proven himself, and we want him in a big match, and he deserves a singles match, but still, it's still early in his career. So why not make him give credibility to the Battle Royal and actually give Big Show now competition? Because Big Show also was expecting to have a one-on-one match, but it couldn't work out. We, one, don't have enough time. Two, Shaq didn't sign the deal. But now it gives a storyline there, and he's gonna win it. And if he wins it, it gives him something a notch under his belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Big Show already won it. Corbin won it. Look at the year Corbin's having. You know what I mean?
Two things I'm gonna address. Don't get me wrong. It is still pretty early for Strowman, so I wasn't expecting a huge Mania match for him. But give him something. See, it would be different if it was an honor to be a part of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. But it's not. They haven't made it that. They've made it like an afterthought to be in the Battle Royal. It's something to do when it's there's nothing to do. Here's something to do. If it was different, if they built it up better in the past, it would be okay. But now when someone's in that match, it's we know it's because they couldn't find something better for them. The second thing I'm going to address is that I totally forgot the second thing I was going to address. But those are my thoughts for the first thing, and when I remember the second thing,
it's not too early for him.
Back in.
I think it's still early in his career.
It is still early. It is still early in his career, but I wasn't expecting a great opponent. Just something. Something. That's.
And the same thing we were expecting for Rome. We thought maybe maybe this is the year he'll drop down a notch and not get a title shot or something. But then he gets fucking Undertaker, and that's just as good as a fucking title shot because of the legacy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think him and Strowman would have been a great match, but like I said, I've been really, really, really digging what they're doing, Roman and Undertaker, these past 2 weeks. But yeah,
The other thing I wanted to address was that I do like what they've done with the battle royal this year, because to me it just seems like, oh, they had a bunch of good leftover talent to put in it, but because of that, it does look more formidable. Like, you have Samoa Joe in there, you have Sami Zayn in there.
is Joe? Is Joe?
I mean, where the fuck else would he be?
He's probably gonna be a distraction for the Kevin Owens or the Seth Rollins match.
Okay, well, if he's in it.
Yeah.
But either way, you have Strowman in it now, you have Zayn in it now. You know, now you're gonna have the tag champs from SmackDown in it. So,
I
I
mean,
mean, if anything, it made it look better this year. But we still just see it as, oh, it's the surplus of talent that's just getting
Yeah.
thrown in there, as opposed to people want to compete in this. It's
Yeah.
more like you don't have a match for Mania. How would you like to be in the battle? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they present it. And
Dolph-
it's
Dolph
like, you know
Ziggler.
what? You're not busy that night, so why don't you work the Battle Royal match? Yeah, Dolph Ziggler is another one. But it's just the afterthought, and that's why we don't really respect it when someone's in that match. It's just like, oh, because they couldn't find anything for them, and that's the problem. But let's not complain about this whole thing.
but we're not even talking about the card yet. We're talking about how the card has been built, and that's only one part of the card. We also got Neville versus Aries, which I think we all saw coming. We got the women's title match for SmackDown, which is a 6-pack challenge, which I guess is
predicting
just
that shit for forever.
which
I
is
was predicting just, hey, don't. I'm still not done.
what happened?
I was predicting that women's match with like all the women for a while, but I thought it was gonna be a ladder match. So
Yeah.
fuck me on that.
Yep, we have
They
that
should have got
match.
the ladder match.
I know,
That would've
right?
been fire.
They should have definitely did a women's ladder match. I wonder if they ever will.
That would have been fire, bro.
Yeah, but we got that. We got the triple threat ladder match, the triple tag team ladder match, which is gonna be awesome. We got Nikki Bella and John Cena versus Miz and Maurice. We got Bayley.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got Seth Rollins versus Triple H. Bayley's defending her belt against Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte in an elimination match. So that's cool. How if you get pinned, you get eliminated.
Yep.
I like that. And we also have Jericho Owens, and we got Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Am I missing anything? Corbin
Bray
versus
Wyatt.
Ambrose.
Bray
AJ
Wyatt,
Styles.
You missed all the SmackDown.
All
matches.
SmackDown.
Oh god.
Oh, AJ Styles versus fucking Shane McMahon though. That's another one where you talked about it a little bit, and you said, you're not you. I guess you didn't want that for AJ. So,
Yeah.
Somewhere along the lines, that's what you said. And what I was gonna say about that is, I wasn't happy. I didn't want that match to happen, but I'm damn sure intrigued with what they've been doing. They're kind of like what Taker and Roman are doing, and the way that they brought me into it. Like, at first, the thought of it, I didn't like at all. But seeing it, I like it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. Hey, let's just make another big moment for Mania. And, yeah.
It's just, it always feels, here's my issue, is that I don't want it to feel gimmicky. I want it to feel like this is still a story. Goldberg and Lesnar is gimmicky. None of them hold any long-term value, really, for the company. Like, it's not building towards something down the line. Like, it's not, there's no story. Like, there's a story there, obviously. But, like, it's just, it's nothing to build on, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just matches that they're like, let's do it because this is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
And originally,
Like,
the original story was like, well, they faced each other in Goldberg's last match a couple years, like 12
yeah,
years
I mean,
ago.
there's always a way to build something around it. I mean,
But that was the start of the story. Now it's like, what's the story? Goldberg's been kicking this nigga's ass. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
like-
You know? But Brock's gonna get that belt. Spoiler alert.
But like, what's even? It's just
And then he's just
where.
gonna hold on to it and pop up every now and then, and
That's what I mean. Like,
we're gonna build someone else until Roman Reigns headlines next year's WrestleMania.
that's what I heard,
And I'm like,
and that's
really?
what Jim Ross predicted. And speaking of Jim Ross, I don't.
Oh,
We can't forget about this. I don't know if you
yeah.
want to talk
Our
about
condolences.
it. Definitely. Like I read like some of the tweets,
Yeah.
and I obviously didn't know his wife. You know, I'm not gonna. I don't have like nice things to say, but reading the tweets of like people who did know his wife, like
Yeah.
it hurt me to read those tweets. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, you could read in the tweets like how genuine people felt about her and how much she impacted people's lives.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to read, and just it's a crazy story. It's tragic as fuck. Like,
I know.
it's like
Freak
what are the
accident. Like,
chances?
who would
Yeah,
think?
like, yeah, that's
So
gotta be terrible.
the No Politics podcast, we send our condolences to Jim Ross
Definitely.
regarding his wife, Jan Ross, who passed away. And rest in peace.
Yes. So to bring it back, Jim Ross was actually the one who predicted. I believe he said it. He talked about Reigns headlining next year's Mania, Lesnar, like the rematch.
Yeah.
I guess taking the. I hate it. It's just, here's my problem. Like, it's good to plan ahead, but when your plan is that, no, that sounds bad. When, oh man, I don't even know. Like, it's just.
I'm just saying, like, why my man JR leaking the business?
I mean,
though?
I don't.
He leaking their thoughts and their
like
ideas.
He knows? Is this like he knows, or he's like predicting?
He's preparing us. That's what he does every year.
I mean, thank you.
He's like,
this is.
He's like little working genius.
But you can't even.
This year you're gonna get Lesnar versus Goldberg, but prepare yourself because next year will be Lesnar versus Reigns again.
No, there's nothing wrong with spoiling at this point. It seems like, because they spoil everything. We fucking knew the winner of the Rumble that it was likely to be Orton, like all the betting odds and shit. Like,
but it's crazy
like
that it came
new.
through
like,
betting odds.
But that's terrible. Like, that means someone within the company is going
and betting
and
Vegas, gambling,
like
and gambling.
Yeah, like, what does this mean?
I don't know.
But
it means we live in America, and this is the world today.
Keep it on track.
Yeah.
That's a bad storyline. That's a bad Reigns and the problem with setting up a main event for a year away is that that literally means you're gonna disregard everything that happens throughout the year just for that moment.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what star is gonna be made during the course of that year. Randy Orton and Batista was the Mania main event 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't know that Daniel Bryan was going to become the star he was going to become and force his way into that main event. You didn't know. And kudos to them for making that adjustment.
I wanted Daniel Bryan. I didn't know that they were going to adjust, though. So, like you said,
go. What it says is that when you're setting up a main event for the next year, it says that there's nothing that's gonna, like, it's cool to set shit up months in advance or have an idea as to what you want to do long term for the story. But you can't disregard. You can't, like, commit to disregarding everything like that. And this is like how CM Punk got pushed to the side for The Rock Cena. You know what I'm saying? He was just the person that was going to lose his title to make that a title match.
Word.
Same as Owens got pushed to the side for Goldberg Lesnar to make their shit a title match. Like, that doesn't, to me, if I worked in a company like that, like, if it wasn't for the checks, I'm tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not that I'm entitled, to main event Mania. Not like, oh, I'm Owens and I've worked here and there for years and years, and I held it down. Me and Jericho held it down this past year, and you pushed me to the side. Like so I should be the one main event. Like I'm not saying be entitled,
Yeah.
but damn, it's like they just shit on him
But you know
whenever
what
they
the crazy
feel.
shit is? The crazy thing is that the actual wrestlers understand and are willing to do that. Like
Oh
Owens
yeah,
understands. Trust me, I'm pretty sure Owens wants to be in the main event, of course. But I think he also understands like Goldberg, yeah, like let's do it. Let's bring more eyes to Mania because it's like he said in his promo, I guess a month ago when he was gonna face him at Fastlane. If you would have told a 15-year-old me that I'll be facing Goldberg and defending my belt, I would have never believed it. And then he flipped it. But that whole thought and idea of him to say that came from the fact that he was probably literally sitting there like,
yeah,
yo, I'm about to defend my belt against Goldberg. Like, fuck
yeah,
it. I know I'm going to lose it, but like, damn, for real. Like, the 15-year-old me would have never believed that, you know?
yeah. Of course, that's a great point. They know how the business works, and
Yeah.
they're just honored and blessed to be a part of the business. So I understand it and why they're not so upset about it. But like as a fan,
Yeah.
it's like I've seen a part timer hold the main title. I don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
So as a fan, that's what it feels like.
But
So
contrary to that, I will say, when Lesnar held the belt as a part timer, I was digging it. I liked it coming back every couple months and being a special matchup and shit, you know? It's kind of like what the UFC does. Like, their champs only fight every 3-4 months. It's not every month
it's
he's defending it.
it's
You know
kind
what
of
I
like
mean?
what New Japan does too.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, and I don't know if WWE is taking that out of New Japan's, but I know that they don't defend their main title doesn't get defended frequently. It's like when it does get defended, it's big time,
Yeah.
you know. But
Look at that.
yeah, but at
All
the
in all,
same,
though, all in all, though, we might as well just jump in from top to
yeah,
bottom and talk
let's get
about this
into it.
WrestleMania.
Let's get into it. We warmed ya up.
Yeah, we
We
might as
talked our
well.
shit a little bit. Let's get into
So,
this.
well, do you want to talk WrestleMania then NXT, or you want to talk NXT real quick and then WrestleMania?
Let's talk NXT real quick and leave
Yeah,
the
because
big
I think
boys on for
NXT has like
last. Yeah,
5 or 4
NXT is usually
matches.
quick, and yeah, we don't gotta. So
Yeah,
let's get into that. We gave ya sit on pause, sit on what we just told ya,
yeah,
and sit on that, digest that. We're gonna get into some NXT predictions, and then we come right back with the Mania joints. So
yeah.
let's get
Let's
into
do
this
it.
NXT card.
Um, let me also, before we jump into NXT, let me let you guys know that we will be live during WrestleMania. We'll do a live stream. We'll interact with you guys. We'll post it like as frequently as we can, and I want you guys all to just be engaged with us and don't be afraid to holla at your boys because WrestleMania is gonna be lit this weekend. But yeah, let's do it. Let's jump into NXT. First match of the night is going to be the debut of Aleister Black
Back
against
again,
Andrade
Cien
Almas.
Almas. Yes.
Yeah, so Aleister Black, you would know better than me because, as we all know, I watch NXT from time to time. I definitely love the takeovers, and I didn't know that he didn't debut yet in NXT.
I don't know shit, fam. I have he did. I know he had that match in the UK
For the
tournament with
UK,
Neville.
yeah,
Um, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't debut. But this is what they always do at NXT.
yeah.
They don't have the person debut. Ember Moon debuted on a takeover.
Oh, okay.
They always have someone debut at the takeover where they set their matchup. Shinsuke debuted at last year's takeover. You know what I'm
Andrade
saying?
debuted at the takeover.
At the
Bobby Roode,
takeover. They always
yeah,
debut their first match is usually at the takeover event when they come in. So I mean, I've always liked that. You give them a big stage to debut on, and they steal the fucking show, and then people like them after that. So
yeah,
I like that idea. But yeah, he hasn't debuted. They've been showing his promos though,
yeah.
and And so, yeah, he faces Andrade. And just like any other NXT debut, it's safe to say he's going to win.
Yeah.
I do like Andrade, though, and I know Andrade is going to make this match look good.
Yeah.
Andrade made Rude look good in
Good.
Rude's debut. Andrade is that guy now. Andrade has become, unfortunately, he's become that guy that you just beat in your debuts. And,
like Ty Dillinger and Tyler Breeze
exactly.
was.
You're a mid-card guy who puts on good matches.
But that's not to say that he can't become a main event guy.
That's
it all takes
thing.
just finding that right
That's why. Not to
moment.
cut you off, but that's why when it was announced that Aleister Black would go up against Andrade, I kind of felt like, damn, Andrade's still on that level, because I like Andrade's work recently. I like his heel turn. I think it fits him perfect, and I'm still looking forward to what he does after. But for me, Aleister Black, I'm just looking forward to a good match. It's always these undercard matches on the NXT Takeover event that kind of steals the show every now and then. So I'm not saying this is going to be the one. I like some matches better on the card, but I look forward to a great match here.
And Aleister is a big name on the independents. He's Tommy End.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be dope, man. If he had an awesome match with Neville, so I know that his match with Andrade is gonna be off the chain. I give it a Aleister Black, formerly known as Tommy End.
Sure you don't want to pick Andrade?
Nah.
Sure, I mean, I told you he's been doing some good things. You can keep going Andrade.
Who knows?
If you want.
Who knows? I'm not counting him out.
Does it sound like you counting him out?
Nah.
Andrade, come through. No Politics Podcast. Like Andrade Cien Almas, come through. Starting problems.
But so yeah, that's gonna be a dope match. Also, we have just added as well the 8-man tag match, which is Sanity versus Ty Dillinger, your boy, Roderick Strong, No Way Jose, and Ruby Riott, who I'm not too familiar with her. But I just watched the interview of her earlier just so I could be like, get a sense for her character. She got some cool tattoos, I'll tell you that much. And she could talk. She could talk. I wasn't, like,
you weren't cringing during her shit. Yeah.
I wasn't cringing at what she was saying.
That's usually enough for me when someone new comes in.
Right?
I'm like, okay, well, it wasn't super cringeworthy, so I'll take it for now.
Yep. But I think Sanity's definitely going to get the W. They are fucking monsters, bro. I fucking love those guys, man.
I love everything about them.
Eric Young's the one I'm most familiar with, but those other dudes are fucking big.
Monsters.
Fucking, they got
I
Wolf.
Fucking love
and
Nikki Cross's
Nikki Cross,
too.
Wolf, and
Killian
what's the
Dane.
other dude's name?
Killian Dane.
Dane. Killian Dane. He's a big dude. He's fucking big.
Over for Sawyer.
Nikki Cross, I was definitely impressed with in the last women's title match.
Four-way.
Huh?
Yeah. The women's fatal 4-way.
Yep.
I love Nikki Cross.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. I got Sanity.
I got Sanity too. I feel like it's safe to say.
Yep.
Sanity.
And then we also got another tag match, a triple threat for the titles. Authors of Pain defending their titles against DIY and the Revival.
This is gonna be great.
I haven't even seen the build to this, so I'm not. I mean, I'm a big Authors of Pain fan. Like, I really do like them. I see a lot of freaking potential and greatness when I look at them. So this is gonna be a good match. I mean, DIY. I can't say enough about them.
We don't even gotta.
And the Revival.
It's like we don't even gotta sell this. Like, this match doesn't need to be sold. We don't need to really even get into why this is a good match and what we're looking forward. Like, it's clear. DIY,
I got Authors of Pain though. I got Authors of Pain.
No, I got Authors of Pain as well. The Revival though, they might be my favorite tag team currently in the WWE.
Word.
I fucking love them. I love their tag team tactics. They're great, bro. Like, I cannot wait for them to get on the main roster. To me, this is their last match in NXT.
Word.
So I'm super excited. I got Authors of Pain too. They're undefeated. They're the champions. They're gonna just continue their dominance.
Yeah.
You know,
it's gonna be a long reign.
It's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a pretty long reign, I feel.
A reign
And
of
so,
dominance, yeah.
so
And it's crazy because this NXT is the WrestleMania NXT. It's kind of
yeah,
like the passing of the torch too, because
it
the
is.
next match on
That's
the
a great way
card
to put
is
it.
Asuka defending her title against Ember Moon.
Yep. And this is one that I guess I expect a solid match for sure.
Yeah,
Ember Moon is dope.
yeah,
I'm still not sure how much I buy her character yet,
yeah,
because when you build someone up like Asuka so much, it's hard. It's hard to convince me that anyone can beat Asuka at this point. They've done such an amazing job at building Asuka up to be this monster
yeah.
that, and it's so ironic because she's small, um, but she's like a monster. Ember
She's
Moon's pretty small
bad,
herself,
yeah.
to be honest, and so it takes a lot to convince me that someone is going to take this title off of Asuka 1v1. You know what I'm saying? In a
The
regular
only
ass
other option
singles match.
if she can't, if no one could beat her, is her just vacating the belt and moving on.
I think I would buy that more, to be honest,
You
and
know,
not losing.
so that
Because
that gives me a funny thought process. I'm like, well, they could go that route, but Ember Moon, from what I
she's
have
also
seen,
undefeated though.
huh?
And she's Ember Moon's also undefeated. She hasn't been pinned yet. And to me, that she's always the one. When she came in last year, people were like, okay, this is gonna be the one
Yeah,
that they're gonna build up to beat Asuka. You
mm,
know, it was pretty clear, and she is.
yeah,
There, I'm just saying, I think she's gonna be the one to beat Asuka, and it's gonna be that passing of the torch, like you said.
yeah.
But I, it's hard for me to buy anyone beating Asuka. So you made a brilliant point with that vacating the title thing, but I don't know if they want Ember Moon to take a loss either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So from what I've seen of Ember Moon, I believe in her. I think she
yeah,
has greatness in her. And she could do something big too. She's talented.
I agree.
Um,
And that wasn't a slight on Ember at all either. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's just that's just how big Asuka has become.
yep. And yeah, I agree with everything you said. Like Asuka though, she's amazing. They've built her to be a monster, and she's a small chick, but she's a beast.
She
Like
packs
she's
a
literally
punch.
the female version of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like for real. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Asuka retaining. It's WrestleMania
Wow.
weekend. Asuka's gonna keep the belt. Ember's gonna take a L. It's not gonna hurt her. They still believe in her. Asuka's
Wow.
gonna vacate the belt or something like that. I'm gonna
I
go with that.
fucking love that idea,
And the
but
fact that
I don't
and
know if
then
they're
and then
gonna
we're
do
gonna
that.
jump into the next one because then
Wait,
we
wait,
got
wait, no,
Shinsei.
wait.
Nah, nah.
Fuck. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Such a brilliant idea, and that's something NXT is capable of doing.
Yeah.
NXT would pull the trigger on an idea like that. If you told me the WWE was gonna do that, I'd be like, nah, they're not
Yeah.
gonna do that. That's what I would say.
Well,
But
my insiders they've been telling me
don't
because
start talking
I
your
be
shit.
I
You're gonna
be
be
I
up.
be getting a lot of stuff right, man, because I got a lot of inside connections with the WWE.
Shut up. I'm gonna say Ember Moon wins. So this is the first one we're different on,
Yeah.
and fuck, I'm nervous now. Oh man, I got Ember Moon, but I would like it. I would actually like your idea a lot better if
Yeah.
not just vacated it, but if the first thing she did was showed up on SmackDown with the NXT
The
Women's
belt, yeah,
Championship.
that's what I'm
That's
saying. That's
that's
what
my
I'm saying.
favorite thing. When Owens originally did that, when he
Yeah.
debuted with the NXT Championship,
That shit was awesome.
it was so awesome. It,
Since that day,
it
the fans have been on him, like, even in WWE Universe world. Like,
yep,
you know what I'm saying? He's one of the biggest stars today, you know?
yeah. I
So
think
that
they
would
need
be
to do
awesome for
that
her
more.
as well.
Exactly, and then she doesn't even have to like lose it, and then maybe she'll lose it in a rematch to Ember Moon a month later or some shit, or 2 months later, whatever, and that'll be like she's forever done with NXT at that point, and she stays on the main
Yeah.
roster. But I would actually like your idea better, but I'm gonna go with Ember Moon. It's just the normal thing it seems to do, but I wouldn't be
Yeah.
shocked.
If it's the passing of the torch for real, then
Exactly.
Ember Moon will get the W. But then we got the main event, baby, the glorious main event: Bobby Roode versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and this is the real passing of the torch match. Because Nakamura's not gonna win.
It's more of solidifying.
Roode's gonna beat him 2 times in a row.
It's more of solidifying the torch that has already been kind of passed.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that fucking Bobby Roode is the young future, but he is the next step in NXT, continuing to grow, because now he's gonna carry the reins as the man. You know what I mean?
It was like I was gonna say, it's like he took the torch out of Shinsuke's hand, and now he's gonna light it officially. It's like the start of it. But yeah, so I got Bobby Roode. It's pretty clear cut to me. Yeah. It should be an awesome match. I don't know if they're gonna have Shinsuke's leg give out again or something to make it. That's the thing. When Shinsuke loses, Shinsuke's lost a few times now. He's lost to Joe. He's lost to Roode. But when he loses, he always looks strong anyway. They find a way, because So I don't know how it's gonna go, but I got. All
I know is he can lose. It doesn't matter. He's great.
Exactly. And he's fucking Shinsuke.
He's gonna have great matches with anybody. And I heard that he really wanted to be on Mania. Okay. That he really wanted to have a WrestleMania match, and he was like saying, like, give me AJ Styles or somebody. Like, I want it. I want to go. I want to have a match at Mania. I could do NXT and do Mania the next night. Give me a match. Type shit.
Man, I love him. Maybe he debuts in the Andre
it's time for him to start coming
Maybe he comes in the Andre the Giant Memorial.
Who knows?
And knees someone over the top turnbuckle. Kinshasa's someone out the ring.
Who knows?
Maybe Kinshasa's Joe out the ring. And
honestly,
Joe's in it. Big time.
I think Strowman's gonna get that one.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. Yeah. But let's not get into Mania yet. But yeah, this is. I got Roode in this. You got Roode in this. Those are our predictions. The thing I love about TakeOver and NXT in general is we probably talked about it in the past, but it's easy to predict sometimes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it any less amazing.
Yeah.
It always lives up to expectations for me. So I'm excited about this. NXT Takeover Orlando. Make sure
and the thing is, Saturday. Too, it's going to be so big, too, because Orlando is home to NXT. That's where NXT was born.
That's a great
point. It's going to be big, man. This is the next chapter in the NXT legacy.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Look forward to that for sure, man. But, damn, man. So, we're already halfway through this. We got WrestleMania we got to talk about. It feels so good to be back here talking wrestling. As you can see, we were kind of like just getting at it with all of our ideas and thoughts, because we haven't been able to, talk about this for the past 12 days. And man, this shit was dope. I can't wait to get into WrestleMania. I think we should take a quick break right here, but we'll be right back and we'll holla at the people with WrestleMania predictions. Monet, Picasso, head honcho, with Star Wars the poncho, full time flow, guaranteed to blow up. Baby, keep your ass and your nose up. One line of the white, guaranteed to blow up. No cable on, she's singing I love Sosa. Glass table broke, we fell asleep on the sofa. Drink on my carpet, bitch sober.
I like that you've committed to the whole 12 days thing. Yeah, I don't know if it's been 12 days, but we've just committed to it.
It's only been 12 days, people. We've been counting.
I have no clue. It's probably been like 17 or some shit. Whatever. I'm mixing up. I'm getting closer. Look me in my face. I'm unknown. Flying in the sky. I'm so gone. Back against the wall. A ghost face. Killer. And we're back. All right, guys. We're going to talk about
WrestleMania 33. We got a 10-hour card for you guys, but we're gonna make this not nowhere
15
near
minutes.
that
Yeah.
long.
Gonna make it 9 hours and 45 minutes shorter.
Right? So let's just start off with the first match that I think is gonna be the opening of the show for the grandest stage of them all. Neville versus Austin
You
Aries.
mean, wait. You mean the ultimate thrill ride?
The ultimate thrill ride. Yeah, you're right.
How do
Thank
you
you.
like that tagline?
Thank you. I needed that. I almost
How do,
forgot. It's the
how do you
ultimate
like
thrill
it?
ride.
How do you like that whole thing?
What you said?
How do you like that whole thing? The them calling it that.
I mean, I get it. You need a theme. I'm not knocking it. Who cares?
The ultimate thrill ride.
It's the grandest stage of them all, baby.
Alright. Alright, let's get into it. Sorry for that. It was worth talking about. We had it. I just
But
hate
yeah,
hearing it.
let's start with Neville versus Austin Aries.
Austin Aries.
Austin Aries, I'm going with Neville.
Fuck. Oh, whoa.
I'm going with Neville.
Let's go. What's wrong with
That's
you,
my
man?
prediction. Neville is going to retain. He's going to kick
Why?
the show off, and he's going to solidify himself as the king of the cruiserweights.
Why?
Because he doesn't need to lose the belt. That's just how I feel. Austin Aries could win it next pay-per-view.
Damn, man. You kill me with these, like, contrarian opinions. To me, it's like Aries shouldn't lose his debut. I always go with, I figured it out. I always go with what the right thing is.
Okay.
What the right thing to do is. The right thing to do is Aries not losing his debut.
You
That's the
always
right thing.
lose your debut at WrestleMania.
That's the thing. It's like
AJ Styles last year lost.
That's oh man. See, I'm more
Sting
like
lost.
I'd be good if I worked like with NXT because NXT gets me. The people who are supposed to win, and the people who are supposed to lose, and it makes sense despite its predictability.
Yeah.
For me, Aries should not lose his debut. Well, this isn't his debut. This is his first Mania, but not his debut. He's wrestled.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think. I totally slipped my mind that he's wrestled on Raw and shit like that already.
Yeah. So, I got Neville.
Fuck. Let's go Austin Aries anyway.
All right.
Because fuck Neville. You, that's why.
That's the first match of the night.
The greatest man that ever lived.
Versus the king of the cruiserweights.
The greatest man that ever lived.
Solidified, the king.
I like that. I like you convincing me. Like,
bro, I love Neville as a bad guy. He was sitting there on Monday and he had a grill on his face, and Corey Graves was like, "Why do you believe you're gonna win?" And he was just like, I don't even remember what he said, but he said it with such attitude, knowing that even in NXT back in the days, he was a tag champ with Corey Graves.
Yeah.
So they have a relation, but he still stood in his character as that mean, you know what I'm saying, cruiserweight little man.
His
like
character too.
It was just so dope. And at that moment, I said, Neville's gonna win. He's gonna keep his belt. I just got a feeling.
Well, you've heard my prediction. Let's keep moving.
All right, match number 2, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and
tell him your prediction.
My prediction? Well, before
I got Braun Strowman. Let me hear your prediction.
Wait a minute.
For the last 4 weeks.
Before Braun Strowman was announced, my pick was definitely Mojo Rawley. There was no way. Bro, I'm looking at the contenders right now. I'm looking at the lineup. Without Braun Strowman there, bro, this is easily Mojo's match. This is Mojo's match, bro.
You're so like committed to that.
I'm serious. This was supposed to be Mojo's match, and they had nothing for Braun. So Braun Strowman's definitely gonna win, but now Sami Zayn's in it as well. The Big Show's in it. Dolph Ziggler, Apollo Crews, the tag champs, the Usos, American Alpha, Mark Henry, Titus O'Neil, Golden Truth, Bo Dallas, Rhino, Slater, and the rest of those guys. We can't forget the Fashion Police.
Shut up.
Breezy Bella's in that. Breezy Bella's in that bitch.
Bella.
Breezy
Yo.
Bella's in that
Yo, we
bitch.
gotta talk about that. We haven't really talked about that. Man, the fashion police, whatever you want to call them. I mean, I still call them Breezango.
Yeah.
They're great, man. Like, to me, like, you fuck that fashion police shit.
Yeah.
Let them be great.
Right?
Let them be the two characters that they
But
originally were, just totally
I
into
mean,
themselves.
I
And
feel
funny.
they're having fun, so let them do what they got. If they don't really got a main role for them, let them just interact with the universe.
I guess.
That's what I feel like they're doing.
It's a good way to look
But
at it. Back to your man, though.
but back
Mojo Rawley.
to Andre the Giant
I
Memorial
think he'll
Battle Royal. My man Gronk is supposed to be in it. Gronkowski,
Is he really?
the hype
'Cause I was
bros.
gonna
Nah,
say
nah.
that. I was
Imagine
gonna
though.
say, like, imagine he makes like a guest appearance.
Bro, that's what I was saying.
And
Mojo
like
was gonna
sizes
win.
up and sizes up Big Show because Big Show couldn't get Shaq. Fuck
Right?
Shaq. Bring in Gronk and have him size him up, type shit. That would become
Word.
dope. And then that distraction causes Mojo Rawley to send Big Show over or something. I think Mojo is gonna be the standout like SmackDown participant anyway. He's gonna be the main one. He's not gonna win it, I don't think. But like he's gonna be
definitely
big
gonna
time for SmackDown.
be Final Four.
Yeah, type shit. Like,
bro, it'll probably be.
He'll be the last SmackDown guy in my mind. Whether that means
him and
Final 2,
Ziggler,
Final 4, whatever. Yeah.
Well, you know
he'll
what?
eliminate
Cruz and
Ziggler,
Ziggler might screw each other out of.
I think
this
Mojo
shit.
might. No. Mojo's gonna eliminate Ziggler because Mojo and Ziggler have their little feud going now.
Too.
Remember?
Yeah.
So Mojo's gonna eliminate Ziggler. Mojo's gonna be the last SmackDown participant standing, but he's ultimately gonna lose. Braun Strowman's gonna get this W.
It's gonna be
Moving it
Strowman,
on.
Mojo,
Keep talking about it.
Sammy,
Strowman, Mojo, Big Show, Sammy.
and
if Joe is in it, shout out to Joe. But I don't know if Joe's in it.
Mark Henry's in it. He always got a chance too, but he ain't gonna win. But he gonna make it deep probably.
Yeah.
Shout out Mark Henry, my man. Anyway, we gonna move on to the 6-pack challenge for the women's title.
Yo, every elimination we gotta down a beer.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Everybody out there, let us know your little fun games you play for WrestleMania.
I got it. I got some cool shit. Yeah, I like that. Let us know the fun games you play. We're gonna post something on our Instagram page. You're gonna check that shit out and comment like all like the fun shit you do. And I want to set up some rules. How about something like this? How about like we have our drinks or whatever, and we guess the order of elimination for this match. We guess the order of elimination, and every time we're wrong, that person has to down their drink.
Okay,
that's fucking fire. We're gonna be drunk before Mania even starts. It's gonna be great.
Word.
I like that.
This is the pre-show.
That's what I'm saying. Drunk before Mania starts.
You know what's crazy? How we were texting, right? Not to veer off into another topic, but we were texting each other about what the women's match was going to be this Tuesday on SmackDown. And I said the big announcement of the stipulation is going to be they're going to be on the pre-show. Joking around, and they're on the pre-show.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Good call, though.
Right?
But, I mean, I was holding out hope for the ladder match because they made it such a big deal that there was no stipulation announced for the longest period of time.
And then this match has been announced
for like 3-4 weeks. So, and they kept holding it back. And the announcers were even saying, like, there's still no stipulation yet. So I was like, yo, this stipulation is going to be big time. Nope.
Yeah.
That's 6-pack challenge.
But Daniel Bryan loves 6-pack challenges.
Yeah, I guess.
That's big time for him.
So we're going to guess the order of elimination. I don't want to do that right here. I don't know if we should do that right here. Because I'm not even... Give me the participants. Let me see if I can do it in my head right
All right. Alexa Bliss
I wasn't ready
is
for
the champ.
this. This is off the cuff. Alexa Bliss is champ.
All right. We got Naomi.
Oh, I got Naomi, but keep going.
Mickie James.
Naomi,
Carmella.
Mickie.
Natalya. And Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Wow. I can't even guess the order of elimination. I mean, logic would say Carmella.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
But she
I'm not
also has
sure.
James Ellsworth on her side.
That's the thing. Someone's gonna get screwed because of them first to
Yep.
continue to start a feud somewhere else type shit.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking. So I'm
It's
thinking
gonna be
Mickey.
Alexa.
Alexa's not first, bro. No
Alexa's
way.
the first one eliminated.
It's not Becky though. They love Becky. It's not
It's
gonna be
definitely-
Alexa. It's not gonna be Naomi. It's Mickey, Carmella, or Natty. And to me, maybe Mickey, maybe Natty, maybe I don't know. Do you want to make these elimination order predictions right now? I got Naomi to win it. That's what I'm saying for sure.
I got Naomi to win it too.
Okay. Should we save the order of elimination shit for the Instagram post, and we tell our order, and then we play the game?
It doesn't matter.
Save it for the Instagram, so I could put some deep thought into this.
Alright. Naomi's gonna be the last one standing, though.
Yeah, that's what we.
Alright, so then. Alright, that's cool. So, how do you feel about Naomi actually coming back? I think we talked about this on our previous episode. That you said, I think she'll be back in time for Orlando. I said, I'm reading somewhere that it's a serious injury, and I don't think she's gonna make it.
Well, my whole thing at first was why even have her not? Why have her win it to take it? I mean, it was an injury. It was a legit injury.
Yeah.
It had to be, or else why have her win and vacate it right after? But then I was like, man, they could have just had her win it at Mania since they knew it was going to be in Orlando. They could have just waited to have her win it. So what was even the point? But yeah, I don't know if it was a work. I think they made it out to be bigger than it was, to say like, oh, she won't be there for Orlando, obviously. Kind of like what they did with the Rollins shit.
Right?
But
who knows?
This is the Rollins storyline of SmackDown for SmackDown.
Well, I think it's definitely going to be a big moment for her. It's interesting, because Mickie James, this is her first Mania back. Becky Lynch always is a star and always a main player. Alexa's the champ, so you make your champ look weak. I don't know. And then Natty's got that streak of meanness, that grimy character that I'm really digging. So I wouldn't want to see her get out early, But I think maybe
Carmella has Ellsworth too, so.
Yeah, and then Ellsworth's killing it, and he's the X factor for Carmella.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna screw someone over to start a feud.
Yeah.
And it's either Carmella and Natty or Carmella and Mickey in my mind. I'm
Mickey,
thinking
it'll probably be
it's
Mickey.
Carmella and Mickey because Mickey's more of the good guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Than Natty. So that's why I'm thinking Mickey is the first one.
Word. All right.
And then we're not even gonna get into it. And then I would think Carmella
so that's
right
match
after,
3.
and then Natty, and then Becky maybe, and then Bliss. Or Bliss Becky. I'm not totally sure, so don't hold me to that. But that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's. But for now, Naomi, like we've said a billion times.
Definitely.
Also, before we move it along, Naomi got a really good response on SmackDown, and I was really happy for her.
Yeah.
The crowd fucking loved her, and when she was gonna say her "Feel the Glow" thing, she didn't even have to finish it because the crowd finished it pretty loudly too.
Yeah.
So, everybody was feeling the glow up in there. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
in Orlando, it's gonna be even crazier.
No, but even the night that she gave up the title when she came out, the crowd
no, they fucked with her then. But to me, that's like,
and the week before that.
To me, when she gave it up, it's like, of course, because respect to her. She was crying, like she worked hard for this, and damn, she has to give it up. So the crowd, thankfully, were into that. Yeah. And then, but on her return, they loved her, and I was like, damn. And I'm glad she didn't talk about snatching no one's head bald, because that's what put it over the top for me. It was a addition by subtraction. Her not saying that made me say, yes, I'm fucking with this. I was really scared she was gonna say it.
That was the only thing that we ever had a joke on her about this. I'm gonna snatch you bald.
Yeah, but I just didn't like it.
I don't know why this just came to my mind, but you think that there's gonna be chants at Orlando the way Brooklyn was chanting "We want Paige" during any of these women matches?
I hope not.
Imagine fucking 80,000 people. We want Paige. We want
Why wouldn't they just have her debut?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just have her debut?
Nah,
Not
Paige
debut, but re-debut.
come
She's
back.
done. She's done with the
I don't know.
WWE.
Who
Is what
knows
I
what's
think.
gonna happen
But
with her in
like,
the
if the
WWE?
SmackDown match is like open to all participants, and I mean, I heard rumors that Summer Rae is gonna come in and enter that match, like whatever.
Meh.
But because it just kind of seems wide open. But
But
now
now
that they've
since they
announced that
kind
it's a
of branded it
6-pack,
a 6-pack,
yeah,
yeah,
now it kind of shuts that up.
yeah.
But I could see them chanting "We Want Paige" during some of the New Day parts where New Day is hosting. We didn't even really mention that.
Word. Oh my.
I could see them. So New Day's gonna have their work cut out for them.
Word.
They better have some.
They're gonna kill it though. We're
some
gonna get mad
retorts
ice cream
ready.
and crazy shit.
Yeah, they'll probably fire some ice cream bars out of like a gun, like something crazy.
Fucking. They probably gonna
they're
have
gonna
real
They're gonna come
unicorns.
down in an ice cream truck type shit.
Bro, if there's one man that could buy a unicorn, it's Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I don't think there's any man that can buy an animal that doesn't exist, but I get where you're going.
Right?
Okay, let's move it on.
Yeah. Match 4. Triple threat ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
And this is what's kicking off the show, right?
This is what's gonna kick off the main show, which in all reality,
if you're on the card, you're on the main.
It's
card,
all a
man.
show.
Like,
so this is
yeah.
the 4th match of the night.
Yeah.
But it's Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, aka The Club, defending their titles against Enzo Amore and Big Cass, and Sheamus and Cesaro. I got Enzo and Cass. I got Enzo and Cass. That one right there, see, that was just me going with, I don't know, just because I want to. So you might, if you don't pick them, this might just be an easy home run for you to get the one up on me in these predictions.
Why you trying to see? Why you always do that extra stuff?
I'm just saying.
You be fronting. You're not even on my side. Like, you don't even want to see me do well.
I mean, you don't believe in Enzo and Cass at all.
You just trying to set me up, I feel like.
But you don't believe in Enzo and Cass, and I do.
I don't believe in Enzo and Cass.
I'm not a hater. No, joking.
You saying I don't believe in Enzo and Cass now? Bruh, I like Enzo and Cass. This is what... Come on.
Let that rock. Let that rock.
You're gonna let that rock. But see, you calling me a hater.
You're soft, you're slop. They calling me Pop.
Hey.
I'm rolling in beds, riding around.
What's up? How you doing?
You calling me a hater, meanwhile I was on my phone looking this up.
For real?
Yeah,
so you go with Enzo and Cass?
I got Enzo and Cass.
Hey, I like to
me,
hear that.
They've been built up well.
You're not a hater either.
I was never. I don't know what this narrative you're going with. That I'm a hater, but I'm not. Enzo and Cass got this. New tag champs. Their first titles in the WWE, NXT, all of that. This is gonna be their first reign.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm hyped. Yeah, it's gonna. I feel great for them.
This is gonna be a fucking awesome match. And another reason why I picked Enzo and Cass, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, their WrestleMania debuts as well. They're gonna lose.
Yeah, it is.
It's just gonna happen. So that's another one of my logics. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong,
I kind of feel like every outsider, loses their WWE debut. So that would make sense. Aries, The Club, AJ, all these guys.
Yep.
Sting, Goldberg, they're all set up to lose their.
Actually, Goldberg won his.
Oh yeah, this isn't his Mania debut.
Goldberg won WrestleMania 20.
I was just thinking him losing his this time.
Yeah,
and he's an outsider. But
his re-debut.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's been 13 or whatever. I mean, however many years.
For real.
But yeah, it's like they like outsiders. Like, everyone swore Sting was gonna win his debut, and they had fucking the entire DX show up and go over NWO, and it was like, let me rub that shit in your face.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome. Though. No. Yeah, it was. I said it was terrible. Like, it was terrible. Like, that Sting couldn't win his debut, but it was an awesome moment. But just the idea that Vince McMahon still, he's on the inside. He's like, let me shit on all these outsiders. So it's just funny. But yeah,
Listen,
the
Vince
club's gonna
doesn't
be
have
their
to want
debut
to
too.
do it. He just does it. It
Yeah.
happens. Deal with it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's keep it moving.
I'm a company man. I'm keeping my connections with the WWE.
Oh man, you sold out and we not even popping yet.
You're gonna see me debut
Shit.
with the suit like my man Joe, looking clean.
You gonna pop up on the podcast. I'm gonna be at home. You gonna be on the pre-show panel. I'm gonna be at home watching, mad confused. You gonna be like, I didn't sell out. I bought in. Oh my god!
Right,
Let's keep it
man.
moving.
That's an awesome segue into like the rest of this card because now we're like halfway through. Damn, not even. We're like a 1/3
Oh,
through.
man.
Damn, this is a long card. Nah. But let's get into the Intercontinental title match. Dean Ambrose defending his belt, the Intercontinental belt, against Baron Corbin.
See how I tried to make that short and sweet? Corbin.
word.
That's
You got
Corbin's
Corbin?
been on a rampage, man. And
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Ambrose winning, but like, why have Corbin lose this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They seem like they like him a lot. They're trying
It's
to build
time
him.
to.
Man.
It's time for him to be.
He's the one that eliminated Strowman, right, at the Rumble.
Yeah.
And that was big time. And we talked about that back in our early Mania predictions. We were like, yo, cross-brand promotional, Strowman, Corbin, the two big men of the two brands. That would be fire.
Yep.
But that didn't happen. I would have took that. What would you have liked more? Corbin Strowman or Corbin Ambrose for the IC title and Strowman in the Battle Royal?
They should have actually did Ambrose AJ and Corbin Strowman.
Right?
And leave Shane home.
I don't know about Ambrose AJ, but
Ambrose versus Shane. AJ Undertaker.
I could see that too.
They could have did a lot
They
of
could
shit.
have left Shane at home, to be honest. We've talked about that. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I would have for sure taken Corbin Strowman. That would have been fire. But I take Corbin in the IC title match. They got big things planned for Corbin. He's dope every time I see him. End of days, Deep Six, all of that shit is fire.
And at this point, none of the champions have been retaining. If our predictions go correct, like unless mine goes correct, Neville retains, and that's another reason why I picked Neville to retain because I see a lot of belts changing hands.
That's interesting. See, you already had an overlook at this whole thing, and I'm just going as I go. You cheating? I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's keep it moving. You getting me tight though.
What you said?
Before, so you getting me tight though, and before you know it, I'm gonna pop up on a pre-show panel, and you gonna be watching me at home.
Honestly, I didn't even put that much thought into it until right now that I'm looking at the card. I'm like, wait, the only one that I picked to retain is Neville, so that also adds into why my pick. It validates my pick even more. You know what I'm saying? I do all this crazy studying. I'm not that smart. Stop giving me that much credit.
I don't like what's going on here.
Nah, I'm joking. But let's move on. Fatal 4-way women's match. Elimination match for the women's championship for Raw. Bayley, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and Nia motherfucking Jax.
I feel like everyone's pinned Bayley to the point where it's like, how can she survive? How can she not get pinned in this match? 3 people are gonna get pinned before there's a winner, and like she's been pinned so many times. Like, how is she not gonna be one of them? The odds of her being one of the 3 that gets pinned are so astronomical at the rate that she gets pinned. So it's really hard for me to believe she retains. I would like for her to have that moment, but I don't know. This is tough. This is tough for me. And I know who you like. I could see it, but
my original pick has always been Nia Jax winning at Mania, the belt. But my whole thought process, this is where I did think ahead. And I was like, Bayley's challenging for the belt. She's going to lose. She's going to get screwed or something. Charlotte has a pay-per-view streak that can't be broken until WrestleMania. So somehow Nia Jax has to pin one of the other girls at Mania to get the belt and then also end Charlotte Flair's reign in pay-per-view wins without her getting pinned. But then WWE took the swerve and had Bailey pin Charlotte and screwing Charlotte out of her pay-per-view streak at Fastlane. If I'm that's what it's called, right? Fastlane? Yeah, Fastlane. Boom. And now it just throws a whole monkey wrench in, and like you said, Bailey's been pinned by everybody, so I don't see her retaining. But it's a toss up to me between Charlotte and Nia because Charlotte is the queen. Bow the fuck down because she is the queen. And she's in Orlando.
But what does that mean?
and Orlando's like
I was
where
gonna
NXT
just say
is,
NXT, and that's why I was gonna say
generation.
Nia, and that's why I was gonna say, man, NXT Nia is the most recent to come out of NXT in this match, so maybe this one's really tough for me. I'm gonna eliminate Sasha right off the top.
Yeah.
Say it's not Sasha's time right now, but then I struggle on who's next to eliminate, and like is Bailey gonna retain?
The only way I could see maybe Dana Brooke gets involved and screws Charlotte.
See, the scary part is, I feel like they're not even going to make that a thing. Like, it's almost like an after... I don't know. WWE does weird things. Shit.
I'm going to go with Nia Jax.
I don't have anyone
And I'm just going to sit back and watch
I don't have anyone retaining, so just to be different, I do like Nia. I do like Charlotte even more than I like Nia. But I can't imagine them just saying Charlotte again is going to come in and win the title. Like last year, nobody expected Charlotte to win.
Five time. I don't know.
This one's tough for me. I don't know. And then I feel like Sasha has to screw Bailey at some point in this match.
Yep.
Why wouldn't they all concert their effort to taking out Nia? That's another thing. She's obviously the biggest threat.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna go Bailey retaining. I don't feel this. Like I just talked my shit saying the odds of her not getting pinned are crazy. But that's why she's gonna overcome the odds
and
for her big WrestleMania moment. All right. So I don't know how much I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go Bailey though. I don't have any champions retaining, and it's just really hard for me to decide on any of these girls. But I'm gonna go Bailey. I'm gonna sit back just like you. Gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be sitting back on my couch.
And we'll be fucking drunk anyway by this match.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
And this is gonna be the second half of our game. Every prediction we get right, we gotta take a shot.
Exactly. And to be honest, where I got that from was, I know you don't watch them, but What Culture, who I've told you about, that they have their YouTube channel. They always do their predictions for the pay-per-views, and then they'll have their live shit.
Hey,
live
big question.
And they always they have drinking games.
Do you think Morrow is going to be
at Mania? That's another thing I didn't want to forget. But Morrow apparently suffers from bouts of depression and things like that, and so he's been away from the company. If you've been wondering where he's been, I don't know. I mean, first and foremost, his mental health is most important. So while it would be cool to have him back for Mania, and while I'm sure he wants to be back for Mania, ultimately it's up to him and what's best for him and his mental health and shit like that. So if he can't make it, it shouldn't be a thing where it's like a race to make it to Mania.
Yeah, of course not.
So it would be fucking dope if he's there, but if not, then we get Tom Phillips and we gonna JBL. I personally like him. I don't mind him because I watch NXT. So
every time JBL jokes about or mentions David Otunga's wife Jennifer or him being married, we have to take a shot.
Oh man!
Every time.
Wait, no, not a shot. Why are you talking about shots? We gotta take a drink.
A drink, whatever.
Don't be talking shots, bro. We gonna.
Shots? Are you kidding me? Too, though.
We're not gonna finish Mania. We're not gonna get to the end if we're just throwing back shots all night.
Well, that's how we living on this side.
We gonna pass out on IG Live. Oh man,
that's how we do it in the East Coast. That's not how we
living on this side. But okay, I like that one. Let's create these rules for everyone who listens to and everyone that's
just some of the rules
to do that too. Yeah, we're gonna come up with an extensive little list maybe.
Yeah.
And post
So,
that. I
let's
like what
move
we're
on,
doing
though.
here.
Let's
This is a
move
big
on.
mania for us, man. This is our
Come
first
on.
one. We gotta
Listen.
do it big.
Shane and AJ Styles.
AJ.
AJ, of course. And then, like I
And we
said,
gotta
I didn't love
take a
the...
drink.
Huh?
We gotta take a drink for however many feet Shane is up in the air before he jumps off. So if Shane is 20 feet in the air, we gotta take 20 drinks. No.
No,
But
we have to take a shot for every shuffle Shane does in his entrance with his feet.
Holy shit, are you kidding
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Do
7.
you know how long that ramp is?
Yo, imagine we have to take a shot for every shuffle.
Let's definitely whenever he jumps off of something,
Right?
he's
But
gonna do
like I
quite
said,
a
I
few
didn't like the
jump-offs.
thought of AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, but I definitely love
you
the
bought in?
build. Like they definitely made it make sense. You know what I mean? And first off, AJ throwing Shane through the fucking car window was fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah, AJ made me buy in.
Then the next week, we know AJ's waiting for him in the parking lot, and Shane still finds a way into the building where AJ didn't see him come in.
AJ was standing out there for an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
My man was out in the parking lot for an
Bro,
hour and 45.
AJ really thought like that was the only way for him to get in the building.
AJ's
Just like
retarded,
right there.
apparently. Oh man, yo, what's up with you, man? Daniel Bryan snitching and shit.
Word.
I don't like it. This
that's
is
the
an
thing.
interesting dynamic because people love AJ so much that Shane is getting booed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like AJ is supposed to be the bad guy. They had AJ damn near murder Shane in that.
Everyone loves AJ.
And we still love AJ. And
that's just what it is.
And whenever he faces off with like Shane or Daniel Bryan, I'm like, fuck Shane, fuck Daniel Bryan, like in my mind. So
I hope AJ Styles wins the Royal Rumble next year.
That would be big. I mean, I always like to wait till it's new because I gotta get a feel for what's going on. You know,
I just want to put that into the universe.
But AJ,
if there's any WWE gods out there listening, but yeah. So I definitely love the build, and I can't wait for the match. And let's see if they do anything fucking crazy. It's gonna be hard to drink to anything in that match because it's kind of just a basic 1-on-1.
Shane jumping off of shit.
But yeah, Shane, they're both gonna jump off shit.
Shane jumping off of shit.
How many tables are gonna break
in that match?
But wait a minute. But AJ Styles, let's not forget about his promo this week. That was a fucking great promo on SmackDown where he was like, I don't know if you understand. This is a 1-on-1 match. We can't go through tables. We can't do this. We can't do that.
So what are you saying?
We might be thinking, no, let's see how much tables break and shit, and none of that happens because it's a 1-on-1 match, and AJ Styles is still gonna steal the show and make Shane McMahon look like $1 million.
Yeah. What did you think?
Hey. I was thinking, bro, I literally was thinking like they're gonna fucking do some crazy shit, like fucking climb the Titantron and do some...
That's why I just said when you said how many tables are gonna break, I said none. The announcers table are gonna break though. Shane is definitely gonna go through one of those.
Yeah, right.
At some point, and so I would say however many announcers tables are there. If the Spanish announce table is there, that's gone. If there's any other countries' announce tables there, those are gone.
Those are gone too.
The American one might be alright, but the others, they're gone. No, another thing I want, speaking of the announcers, speaking of the commentary team, I forgot to mention it when you brought up Morrow, but it's going to be cool to have Phillips with Graves. If they have any, like in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they'll both be there, and that'll be dope for them because
like
it'll
the
be their
NXT
first Mania
team
together. It's the NXT team, the old classic NXT team, and it's like, yeah. How about them at a Mania together, calling a match? So that'd be cool. Keep it moving. We got AJ.
Another match, which I don't even think is going to be this high up on the card. It should actually be before the women's and the Intercontinental match, probably. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice.
John Cena and Nikki Bella. But
yeah,
get into it.
Let's talk about Miz and Maurice doing the Total Bella
Total
spoof. That shit was
bullshit.
fucking
That was great.
hilarious.
And it was weird because it was almost so badly done that it's kind of the thing you see and you're like, oh man, this is going to be bad and cringeworthy. And bro, I was like dying at how stupid it was. It just had
It
me
was
like smiling
even
the whole time.
weirder
laughing.
that how accurate it almost was.
It was scary, right?
Yo.
It's almost like, man, Miz is a true artist. That's how I walked away
Yo, I
from
was like,
that.
Miz is literally
Miz
doing
is a genius.
the shit that he watched when he was a kid and loved about wrestling. He's doing it. He's creating what he loved
Just
about
classic
wrestling,
art,
and
yeah,
he's great at it.
Yeah.
And that's why him going at John Cena the way he did was dope as hell. And I think I told you even in the past, like how John Cena really does have all these fucking rules and made Nikki Bella sign a contract.
You told me about that before because you watch Total Bellas. I do not, but you told me about that at some point before this feud was even announced.
Before
this
even
wasn't
the
even
podcast.
a thing. Yeah, this wasn't even a thing, and you told me about that. So yeah, that's crazy and scary accurate.
Yeah, and fucking, it's dope though what they've been doing, and John Cena really came all out though this week, and he put Maurice in her place, and he shitted on fucking the Miz. Yeah, this was a whole 15-year plot for me to ruin your fucking career and shit. Like, yo, that shit. And he was like, you really think like this woman and her sister took. Like made the WWE not want you? Like, are you fuck crazy? Like when you were here, you did nothing. Yo, he was going in.
One thing I don't like is when he disregards something by saying, "But you're here right now." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but
let's say
he
had
had
a feud
intensity
with.
too.
Let's say
like,
he had a feud. He always brings the intensity. Don't get me wrong. But like feud with AJ. If AJ's like, you know how many hoops I had to jump through to get here, and blah 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 blah, and you're the type of person that buries people, and then Cena always disregards it by saying like, oh, but you're here right now, and we're having this. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be here right now if I buried you, whatever. But like.
Yeah.
Like that's not actually a good accurate response. Like there's
but
ways
it's the
to
truth.
fall
Like
back.
like people always try to say he has that much power.
Because you can always make your way back, but that's a testament to yourself and you working through it. But like, there's no doubt that Cena has stopped people's momentum. There's no doubt. Like
I think honestly, if you could look back at it, he stopped all the right people's momentum. Sorry, but he
stopped
did.
the Miz's momentum, and look at what the Miz is doing now. So would you say he stopped the right person's momentum? You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't think he's personally really. Maybe he has, but
he can disregard it and say, "Oh, but you wouldn't be here right now, Miz, if all of that were true." But like Miz had to work his ass off for years. You know how long Miz was just nobody, and like even when he was champion, nobody. He was just, like so. If you can't really say, oh, if that was true, you wouldn't be like. No, he had to work through it with other things. Like,
listen,
finally made his way back, but it had
regardless. At one point, John Cena took his bands off and his wristbands.
But that's some more bullshit because Miz was dressed.
He just reminded me of the old John Cena. That fire, like they were really cutting into John Cena, the human, not John Cena the character when they were doing those spoofs.
But those make the best promo.
And then John Cena really came out and took it personal. And I loved that whole moment. And it was amazing. But like you said, like I'm gonna agree with John Cena and Nikki Bella's getting that W. There ain't no way they losing.
I'm not happy about it.
I don't really care.
You sounded like you was confident with it. Like, yeah, that's happening.
Really care. And I fuck with it. I want John Cena to get that W. I love Miz and what he's doing, but John Cena's gonna get the W.
But that's just a testament to everything that Miz says.
But I'm Team Cena. I'm Team Cena on this one.
Yeah, you watch Total Bellas.
I'm Team Cena. Team Bella. Total Bellas, son.
But I mean, I think Cena is gonna win too. Cena and Nikki, but I would rather the Miz and Maurice win because this would be huge for them. Cena and Nikki are gonna win and they're gonna disappear. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But also, I wanted to mention. What did I want to mention?
John Cena and Nikki Bella gonna get married. They're gonna get
Oh, no.
engaged that night.
They're gonna propose in the ring right after
Everyone's
the
saying
match.
that. I doubt it.
I don't know.
Yo, wait. The Miz is so
I just said it as a
fucking
joke,
funny,
but
though.
I
He said,
see
"I
it.
got you a diamond, Dallas Page yoga,
Yoga set.
DVD set."
DVD set. It was so stupid that it was just great, man.
Hell yeah!
Like,
I got you a ring for your action figures.
and it's a WWE.
That shit was amazing.
That was I loved it. And here's what I wanted to say is that I texted it to you at some point after that promo, but I said Cena, and I've spoken to you about this before. Cena always goes second in his promos.
Team Cena, baby.
And that's the equivalent to a battle rapper going second in a freestyle. It's just unfair. Like, notice how no one is ever allowed to have a rebuttal after Cena. Cena just always is the one that they let end it. You know, Miz goes first, and then Cena retaliates, and then they won't let the other person go.
The Rock.
Okay, but that's because
Triple
people
H.
respect The Rock.
Triple
But look
H.
at the names you're throwing out.
And wait, CM Punk.
That's the point. But those are big time guys who have been big time main event. But anyone else, they always have Cena shut their shit down. Like the Miz, I think if you let the Miz retort and retaliate, he's gonna shut some of that shit right back down. But when you let him go second, when you let Cena go second, it's just like a freestyle rapper, bro. Everyone wants to go second because you address it and then they can't say shit. That's how they always do it with Cena, so that the other man can't come back unless they're high profile enough that they'll let them go, like Triple H, like The Rock, like CM Punk. That's what I wanted to say. Shout out to my man Miz. Come through to the no fights.
Word.
No,
I mean, I fuck
moving.
with Miz too.
Let's keep moving, but yeah, I got Cena and Nikki doing this match.
Word.
I had to go in too a little bit because
Hey, I ain't knocking it, play.
guy.
I ain't knocking it, play. You got a point. But let's move on. Next match on the card should be Triple H versus Seth Rollins in a non-sanctioned match, whatever that means.
What this means. Bro, I'm just thinking there's no ref in it, I guess. But
and it's like he's like, you can't sue me if something happens to me, basically, because you're injured technically.
I guess, but
I got Triple H though.
Wow. I got Rollins because
I got
feel
Triple
like
H. I got Samoa Joe getting involved somehow.
Wouldn't it be cool if Balor came?
Maybe Balor somewhere in there.
I'm saying to combat Triple H and Joe, because I think Balor should come back as a heel and be a part of the evolution/revolution thing we've discussed. But he has been on the face side when they do live shows. So I don't know if that's telling at all, but maybe he comes in and saves it.
But I love how the WWE and Balor posted on their Instagram a picture of Triple H doing the too sweet and then Balor doing the gun at him.
I didn't see that.
Kind of teasing, come on, we're down. And he's like, nah, bro, but I still think somehow, someway he will end up with Triple H.
That's what I think, and that's what I think is best. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
But disregarding all of that, for now, I'm going to say Rollins is who I think wins. The difficulty is that it's a non-sanctioned match. And I don't know what the hell that means. And I don't even know if that means there's a winner. I don't know if that means, does this mean it's no DQ because it's non-sanctioned? You get what I'm saying? And that's where Samoa Joe comes into play. And all of these other guys come into play. So this is a weird one. This isn't even a fair one, to be honest. I'm gonna go Rollins just because Rollins should come out on top. And this should be the end of this. I don't know if they're going to have another match at some point. I think this Rollins Triple H shit needs to end. And the way to do it is have Rollins win. But the whole non-sanctioned shit is just a question mark for me. So, whatever.
I'm going Triple H.
Let's keep it
and then it doesn't end.
Damn,
this continues till SummerSlam.
Damn, see, that's too much.
Triple H is part-time. So
Yo, what if we had like a Survivor Series where the club versus Revolution?
Psh, that'd be crazy.
Oh shit, right?
Oh, you just
And
reminded
there's a
me.
draft, bro. There's a draft before the next Survivor Series.
And the
There's a
next
draft.
SummerSlam, right?
I don't know when is SummerSlam. August, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the draft was in July last year.
So we'll see. But you just reminded me. Speaking of the club, Finn Balor posted a picture of someone who got a BC for Balor Club tattoo behind a girl behind her ear, and he put Balor Club, Finn something Finn, and he was like Balor Club and Ronda Rousey. He's got it tattooed BC Balor Club. That's crazy.
What does this mean?
I think this means that Ronda Rousey is a very big fan of wrestling, and I think it's fucking awesome. And maybe one day she will be interested in being in the WWE. But
And her
as of
UFC
right now, it
career
just shows
started
she's a
that.
fucking awesome fan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Speaking
that's
of
cool.
awesome fans, oh that's my phone, my fault. You know I'm popping a little bit. But speaking of fans, shout out to Rosenberg.
Word,
We were talking about him before the podcast. Before we went on.
He's dope, man. Rosenberg's the fucking man. He
Rosenberg's
fucking
one of my favorite.
huh?
Rosenberg's one of my favorite like people.
Yeah,
Just
me
he
too,
does.
man. I'm
He
so
does
happy
what I
that
want to do.
WWE finally picked
Music,
him up
sports,
too.
wrestling. Yeah, I'm so happy for him, and I love seeing him on that fucking pre-show. Like,
Of course, hell yeah.
talk about the
Eh.
Puma WWE collab too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And he curated the whole Puma WWE collab. Many of people around the world, millions of people around the world, actually saw Bailey wearing it to start Monday Night Raw this
Yes.
week. So that's big. Shout outs to fucking Rosenberg doing fucking big things, represented for the culture. And it is what it is, man. Like I'm fuck with that.
Man, big time.
And if
Alright.
all of our fans out there, if anybody knows who Rosenberg is and you fuck with him as well, shout him out and let him know that we fuck with him over here at the No Politics Podcast.
Sir.
But yeah, so Triple H, Seth Rollins, I got Triple H, you got Seth Rollins. You want to move on? Next match?
Yes, sir.
Jericho defends his United States Championship title belt against Kevin Owens.
KO2 Mania.
KO2 Mania, baby, running wild.
Woof.
I got KO on this one. I think we both can agree on that.
Yeah, and then Jericho's gonna go by, and I'm gonna miss him, and I'm gonna cry.
We fucking love Jericho. Everyone loves Jericho.
I hope after he loses, they leave him in the ring to have his like moment. You know what I'm saying? And everyone just cheers for him, and he gets to like soak that in.
Bro, that moment in Barclays in Brooklyn when Jericho came out was fucking amazing.
Yo, you know it'd be great. Yes, that was amazing. And I'm sorry, my mind is just going.
I was glad to be a part of that moment. Like the love the crowd was giving Jericho, I never seen anything like that.
Yeah, that was big time.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see the response he gets, which is why I hope they leave him in the ring for his moment after Owens leaves the ring. But another thing that would be dope that I know the crowd might pop even more for is if Jericho and Owens embraced after the match. And it would not fit Owens' character at the moment at all. But if they like embraced or even nodded, like something where like Owens like showed
Nah, dog. Sorry,
it
that's not
doesn't
happening.
fit his character.
The only time you're gonna see that is on the 24 for WrestleMania 33 when they both get backstage and hug it out. And that's when that moment's gonna be amazing.
Sure, but it would be so big time. Like I know the crowd would truly love it though.
Probably.
They would. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen because it's not in line with Owens' character at the moment.
Yeah.
But shit, man, that would get
Speaking of not being in line with his character, the other day they were in Montreal and he main evented with Sami Zayn, and at the end of that match, at the top of the ramp, he like shed tears and shit, and he was like that was his WrestleMania main event basically.
That's what Zayn said, yeah.
Yeah, or Sami Zayn said that, yeah.
Zayn said it to Owens, and that he was just he had some nice words to say,
Yeah.
and Owens like did get emotional, but then he stayed in character though, and he said some shit on the mic. It sounded like it was in French, and then he just dropped the mic and walked off, and Zayn just kind of laughed because he knows, he knows what's up. But like, I guess that's as good as we're gonna get. That's what I'm saying. It's so not in line with Owens' character at the moment, but Jericho and Owens would just be. I know people.
And guess what? The whole crowd would be marking out, man.
It would be. I mean, it would be crazy. But let's keep it moving. I just got KO. I think it's pretty simple. KO is going to be the U.S. title. Jericho's going to go.
I agree.
Simple.
Next match, and now we're almost at the end of the road. The end of the Ultimate Thrill Ride.
I feel like, which is why I'm just trying to keep it moving.
Yeah. We got Roman Reigns versus Undertaker.
Man, hold on. You said the Ultimate Thrill Ride. I had to pause. Okay, keep it moving. I'm sorry. I just had to laugh.
Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker.
We got to drink every time they say the Ultimate Thrill Ride.
Let's get it.
God.
Let's get it. We got to do that one too.
Fuck. That's bad. That's bad.
Yo, I hope you stacked up on liquor. I'm gonna have to listen. There's a liquor store out there, right?
There
I could
is,
go.
and it
We
stays
could go.
open
Cop
late.
something too.
No. We're definitely gonna cop a bottle. Underage children, if you're not 21, do not partake.
You cannot participate
Yes.
at all. We do not agree.
We're grown men
with
out
that.
here, so we can do that. But
You could take shots of milk.
yeah, strawberry milk would be lit. I do like strawberry milk. You're more chocolate milk kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm the chocolate milk kind of guy.
I do like strawberry milk. Okay, anyway, we getting off topic.
Anyway, Roman Reigns
stays open late. We're not even there yet. Stays open late. We'll go there, cop some, but we'll also cop some beers too. We drink from the beers too, so that we're not too drunk. We gotta pace ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not as young as we used to be.
Yeah, we don't fuck with Four Loko.
Oh no, dangerous. That's dangerous. No, but all right, let's keep it moving. Reigns Taker, go ahead.
Reigns versus Taker. Damn, I'm going Taker. Straight up. And
I want Taker to win, but
I'm
shit,
probably
like,
I
what's
might be heartbroken.
Stopping them? What's stopping them from saying, you know what, Reigns shit on Taker too?
And the fact that
Taker,
Roman Reigns came out this past Monday Night Raw and spit a promo that damn near was on some, I'm the man, I'm going to win, and you better deal with it.
It was dope, though.
Like a bad guy, he said it.
I texted it to you. I said, bro, shit, he'd make an awesome heel.
Bro, and to be honest,
it's just him, bro. Like,
to be
that's
honest,
just him. He is
him
a cocky,
doing
he
that
seems like a cocky ass, to be honest.
Him doing that made me feel like he knows he's gonna have to be a bad guy after he beats Taker.
Right?
So like it made me feel like
they told him already. So like, they're having him play into it little by little.
And basically that's what scares me, that he's gonna beat Taker. But I'm going Taker, and Taker better win. There's no way.
To me, I want Taker to win, but I'm gonna say Reigns, and I didn't even think about this prior. I'm making this call right now. I haven't even given this match much thought, to be honest. But it's gonna go Reigns because in my mind, I don't know if they're gonna turn him heel. But it seems like it's just been a slow build to that, and it's like they're just shitting on us along the way. Bye to Strowman's undefeated streak. Have Reigns beat him clean. Oh, Taker? You like Taker? Yeah, Reigns is going to beat him too, and you're going to boo the whole time. And you know what? This would be the moment to turn him heel. Because he's going to get booed like crazy if he beats Taker. And then they have to pull the trigger. But will they pull the trigger? They never pulled the trigger with Cena.
And to top it off?
And kids love Reigns.
No. Next year's main event will be the 2 in 23-2 going 1-on-1. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. There's your storyline.
Damn, Reigns is winning. I was gonna say Reigns is winning. I had already said it. You just hit it. You just knocked me out with that one. So I'm gonna take that.
But I'm still choosing Undertaker.
All right, do your thing. But I'm gonna go Reigns.
Yeah.
I got Reigns. And everyone's going to hate it.
And then we got the main events.
A star heel is born.
The main of motherfucking events. The main motherfucking events.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, damn, you just shit on Bray and Randy.
No, there's 2 main events.
Yeah,
There's the
'cause you-
People's
at
main
first you said
event, and then
okay.
there's the WWE's main event.
I like
And
that.
Bray
People's
Wyatt versus Randy Orton is the People's main
That's
event.
the People's main event right
And speaking of that, I don't know. Maybe me and you deferred on the way we felt about SmackDown's ending, but I loved what happened with Randy Orton in that whole segment where he was on his knees and he like put the thing that Bray had the week before in the ground, and just his passion and what he was saying about how he's coming, and the way the WWE edited and had the fucking Viper at the end, like strike, you know what I'm saying, that snake at the end, that shit was just so fucking dope. I love the way that ended. And this is just, like I said, the people's main event.
Were you inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence at this moment?
Nah.
Because I could see the appeal there.
Yeah.
But to me, it just looked like the time that they put the lights in Randy Orton's eyes.
Nah, for real.
And they were like, and it seemed like too much. I mean, I like that it was short, though. It wasn't bad. I like
Yeah, it was short. It was not like it was
I
the
like what
longest.
he said, but it was a little much.
And to
But
me,
it plays
I felt
into
like
their feud. Their whole feud is kind of supernatural, to be honest with the
it's
whole
supernatural, and
shit anyway.
this is what I was gonna get at. The same feeling I felt about Taker and Roman Reigns. Like, I feel like it gives SmackDown that whole supernatural Undertaker vibe, and it's even better for Bray, because for Bray to bring that out of Randy is amazing. All in all, though, I got Bray Wyatt retaining.
I got Bray too, and for a while I was like, like they're gonna have Orton win, and we've said it a billion times. Oh man, Orton's gonna win. Oh man, Orton's gonna win. And
I wasn't opposed to Orton winning. Like, if Randy Orton wins, I'm not gonna be mad. It's not gonna be the end of the world. I'll be like, okay,
I will be.
It is what it is. I know you will be, but
because then the champions are Lesnar or Goldberg, and Randy Orton. Like, come on.
Yeah, but
this is a
at
new
the end of the day, I still feel Bray should win. But if Randy wins, I'm not gonna be mad. But I'm going with Bray.
Well, I'm going Bray, and I hope he gets his big moment, because he's got the whole world in his hands.
Listen, bro.
Let's keep moving.
Randy Orton has a number of classic WrestleMania matches, and this is just going to be another one.
Yeah, to me, this is. And did you hear what Bray said? I don't know, or you read what Bray said, where he said for Goldberg and Lesnar, he'd hate to be in their shoes, having to go after him and Orton.
The only thing that scares me is Bray Wyatt's WrestleMania streak. He's winless. He's never won. So
but
that
he's
scares me.
He's lost a bunch of big names, though.
But he's lost, exactly.
I mean, well, who's he lost? He's only lost to Cena and Taker.
And then
had the standoff with The Rock.
Dropped out with The Rock, kind of.
But he didn't.
Not him necessarily. His crew.
Yeah, it was Rowan. Yeah, it was his crew, and they had Cena. Whatever. I mean, I like Bray's track record. That's one thing I always went back to, is that Cena, Taker, face off with The Rock. Now Orton. These are the biggest names.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten a win over them, but shit, he's got a great track record.
He's been in the presence of greatness multiple times.
Right, and it's because he
and
has
he's held
that
his
greatness
own.
in it.
And none of his losses ever hindered him. We still love him.
His feud against The Rock, his promo against The Rock last year, I've showed that to people who aren't fans of wrestling, because I thought it was that awesome.
Wow.
I loved it. It was unfortunate that they kind of had to job out, but that doesn't knock you too much.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it would have elevated him would have been huge, obviously, but it doesn't knock you too much when you job out to someone like The Rock.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be mad at you for that.
Exactly.
But I'm expecting a really good match. Hopefully, Bray gets his first win, retains. I think I wouldn't be surprised if the WWE says, you know what, Orton, win. You won the Rumble, whatever. But I hope Bray beats him.
But yeah, that's gonna be one of the best matches of the night for sure, on a card that has plenty of options for great matches, classic matches.
Yes,
But then that leaves us with our main event of the
Let's
night,
keep
which
it
is
as short as the match is gonna be, and I'm just gonna say Lesnar.
Lesnar wins, and it was over.
That's our show. No,
Like honestly, the match is probably gonna be. We'll probably get up to the point where it's this match with probably like 10 or 5 minutes left,
nah.
and the
Mania is not.
match
There's
will,
no
if
way
we're
Mania is
lucky,
gonna end at 11 though. You know, like pay per
it'll
views
probably be
like
like
tend to end like.
11:20.
I think it'll be kind of random. Yeah, I think it. I feel like
Yeah,
it's just gonna be a random time. It's not gonna shoot to end at a certain time.
but
Can we say that like okay? Oh, let's make a bet. Taker's entrance versus the length of this match.
ooh,
This is a good one. I like that one. I got right.
I don't know, cause that's a. Did you see the ramp for the fucking entrance? That shit is
Not.
long as fuck. It's longer than fucking last year's ramp, and that was a freaking long ass ramp.
I don't know, but I think I just set the standard for like the kind of shit we need to come up with for this game.
Yes, you
this bet,
definitely
because
did.
that's a great one. That's pretty.
That is a great one.
Okay, so we gonna come up with some fire ones that we gotta post.
We'll be lucky if this match is even 2 minutes long.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm gonna go Taker's entrance. I feel like I gotta go Taker's entrance.
And so that's WrestleMania 33 for you, folks.
Yep. Wait, you got Lesnar too, right?
I got Lesnar.
All right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Come on.
How do you think it happens, though? Since
F5?
we're not gonna talk much, but like they're not gonna have a legit match, right?
Like I don't know, cause I don't really want to get into too much detail because it's not even my detail. My explanation is gonna be longer than the match.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Goldberg has recently just been off the back, ding ding, run spear. So somehow, some way, Brock Lesnar got to get out of the way of that.
Yeah.
And once he reverses that, then it's all fair play. Maybe get out the way, German suplex City.
Okay. Yeah.
A couple suplexes in an F5 and it's done.
Yeah.
But Goldberg's spear at the end of Raw this week was super weak. Just wanted to put that out there.
No comment. Goldberg, come see us at the No Politics podcast.
I love you, Goldberg. You know, much respect. You came back. You did, something that's awesome. Like, for you to want to do it for your kid, I really respect that. And nah, for real, this is all.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell if you were getting your way out of a Goldberg spear or if you were trying to be genuine.
I'm getting my way out of a Goldberg's spear. That's a good one. That's a good one. But nah, for real though, he came back for his kid. I was listening to his interview on Edge and Christian's podcast, which they only have one episode. It's a new podcast. I checked it out and I fucked with it. But he talked about how he's not kidding himself. He's just here to entertain, and he did something that he never thought he would do, and he's the champ, and his son is happy. And for him to be able to give his son that moment is what it's all about. He's not even thinking about himself and how he can look good or anything like that. Like, he's gonna go to Mania, entertain, and he just hopes the fans are happy with being entertained, whether they want him to win or not, or how long the match lasts.
That's dope, and I love when we hear those kind of stories. That kind of like it reminds us that these are people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you hate them because, like, damn, they're putting this person in position, and giving this person mad opportunities and kind of shitting on this person. But, like, you can't be mad at Goldberg for saying, like, if they were like, yo, we want you to win the title. Like, you can't be mad at Goldberg for saying, yeah, sure, I'll win the title. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You can't be really mad at. You can't be mad at Reigns for them saying, yo, Reigns, beat Taker, beat this person. They're setting him up shitty. In a shitty way, because he's gonna get booed, unfortunately. But, but that's you can't be mad at these guys. They are doing their jobs, or doing this thing for the people around them, their family, people they love. They're supporting. This is their career. They're supporting people around them. So
yeah.
Shout out to everyone on the Mania card. I'm emotional.
I think it's gonna be a really good card, though, man. Honestly, this is probably the longest WrestleMania card ever. And I'm not even mad.
Yeah, me neither.
I can't wait.
A lot of people don't like the card. and it's not my favorite card. And like we talked about at the very beginning, there are some things I didn't like about this Mania. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's Mania, and we're gonna watch all 27 hours of it, and
Exactly.
and we're gonna tune in, and we're gonna have a good time.
And we're
there's
gonna
be a
watch
bunch of things we
NXT.
love,
And we're
yeah,
gonna
and there's gonna
watch
be
fucking the
the
Hall of Fame.
There's gonna be a bunch of things we love, and there's gonna
And
be
then
a
the
bunch of things
Monday
we hate,
after.
and then we watching WrestleMania, right? I mean, the fucking WrestleMania Monday they called it on the
Yeah.
WWE 24 shit. So
It's gonna be
whatever.
amazing.
Wrestling
I can't
fans,
wait.
you're gonna tune in whether you like the card, whether you don't, and that kind of sounds like Vince McMahon's way of thinking. Like whether you boo Reigns or cheer him, he's getting a response.
Yeah.
You know, but it is true. We are gonna tune in, unfortunately.
Yep.
Because
And-
there are still some good parts about it, great parts about it.
Yep. And I can't wait to hear everybody's, feedback on the card, good and bad. We accept it all. We interact with you guys. Shout out to all our loyal listeners out there and our loyal IG followers who interact with us daily, every post. We appreciate you guys. I can't wait to just talk to you guys next time. And on that note, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, YouTube, and everything else out there. You can follow me at Faking No Moves, FAKINOMOVES on Instagram as well and on Twitter.
You can follow me at Working Genius, WORKINGENIUS on Instagram. And make sure you follow at No Politics Podcast, NOPOLO. Well, I spelled that shit wrong. Did I? Yeah. I don't usually spell it. You know where to find us at
No Politics Podcast. Holla at us.
I'm a good speller, though, just to clear that. But yeah, follow
Genius.
us. SoundCloud, Instagram. Fuck with all the love. Damn, you can't be doing
Take that out. Take that out for sure.
Don't be doing that. No,
Take that out for sure.
But yeah, we look forward to speaking to y'all more, interacting with y'all more. We're gonna have an IG live for Mania.
And we're
Check
gonna
that
put up
out.
all the rules to our WrestleMania drinking game. So
Yeah, so
be on the lookout for that, guys. Peace.